good evening, good evening, y'all. I will be sewing a little dress today. Hope you're all doing fine. Thank you for joining. Whenever you're on, thank you. I love the people. Thank you for joining today. Today's what? Today's what? What date today is? The Lord said, "Vengeance is mine." Why I always have to be turning on these things when I'm gonna start my life? I don't know. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Amen. Hi everyone, good evening. My lovely people, good evening. How y'all doing? Come on in, people, before I start. Come on in. I am gonna be cutting out a little dress today, my lovely people. I think I'm gonna cut it. Let me see. 1 minute. I am going. Okay, so I want to give this a little flare off look to it. Nothing too fancy. I'm thinking if I should cut it in one or cut it alright. Okay, I'm gonna be cutting the top first. Yeah. I need more people to come online so they can see how I cut. Where are my people? Where are my lovely people? I want you all to see what I am doing, my lovely people. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in so you can see how I cut this little dress. I want to start cutting this dress, but I'm not seeing my people. Alright, so I'm gonna be I am coming, my lovely people. I am coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, my people. All right, let me write out some measurements. I'm gonna write out some measurements. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna be cutting a little dress. I'm gonna be cutting a little dress and stick around, my lovely people. Alright, so this blouse length gonna be 12. the blouse length, 12. I am going to be cutting the bust 7. That's a quarter, it's going to be 7. I'll be cutting this waist, 22 inches waist. The skirt length is going to be 13. Sleeve length 6. Or, I don't know. No, I'm not going to put in a sleeve on this. No sleeve. So this is the measurement for the dress. So I'm gonna show you this time. I'm gonna give it a run. Okay. So I don't know if you all can see. I'm gonna make a red dress similar to what I drew here. Hope you can see it. It's gonna be a sleeveless dress, or I can put a sleeve. So while I'm cutting, I'm gonna decide if I want to put a sleeve or it's gonna be sleeveless. And remember, I don't cut with pattern, and sometimes I just cut freehand and I just think of a style on the spot. So it's gonna be a round neck, and the zipper is gonna be in the back. So in the back, zip, right? Zipper in the back. And the blouse length is gonna be 12 because it's for maybe 2-3-year-old, and generally that age group from the shoulder to the waist is generally between 11 and 12 inches, depending on how fast that child might grow or whatever. Because they have bigger children, but the average size for a 2 to 3-year-old, their length, their blouse length is generally between 11 and 12 inches to the waist. So from the shoulder to the waist is gonna be 12 inches. And the same for the skirt. The skirt is gonna be 12 inches tall. So I'm gonna make this waist 22 inches right around the waist. And across from here to here, that's the bust, gonna be 7 inches. And I'm gonna be putting a little bow on it, alright? Yeah. This that you see here is gonna be pleats, box pleats. So it's gonna be box pleats. So let's get cutting. Put on some more just in case you might want it. Turn it up. Okay, so this is the bust right across here. So this is 7.5 inches. So I'll be using the 1/2 inch for stitch. Thank you for coming on, my lovely people. Please like, share, and subscribe as you come. And remember, the blouse length is gonna be 12, between 12 and 11. So I'm gonna cut it. Let me cut it 11. So I'm gonna cut. It's a round neck. Put it a little slant, round like that. And I'll be putting darts in this. So I'm gonna be shaping it in, just for shape. I remember this waist is gonna be 21 to 22 inches waist. So I'm cutting this at how many times can we get so it'll be about 6, well, 5.5. So the rest would be darts and stitching allowance. So let me get cutting. So I'm cutting the front. And when you're cutting the back, you generally cut the back a little bigger than the front. So this is the front of the dress, the blouse front. And remember now I'm gonna be putting darts. I'm gonna put the darts 3 inches because it's a little kiddie. So the darts won't go up too much. So about 3 inches. Or maybe I can put it up a little more, about 4. I'm just marking where I want the darts to go. Making a match. So this is where I want the darts to go.
What's in this box right here?
Huh?
What's in this
Rubbish.
box? Right?
Rubbish. So I'm gonna be doing the darts like this. So the darts are gonna stop right here. Alright, so let me cut the back. Let me show you how I cut the back. Ready to burn yourself? Hold on. Sorry about that, my people. Sorry. Okay, I'll be cutting the back. I'll be cutting the back now. I'll be putting pleats, just to give it a little flare off, So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do my pleats. Just some box pleat, not big. Alright, so this is the front. Let me turn it this way so you all can see. This is the right side. Alright, so I'm gonna be cutting the back. I'm gonna leave 1.5 inch out from the back right here, and this is going to be the zipper. The section that I'm going to leave off is for the zip, and I'm going to leave an inch to the top. Generally the back of the blouse always have to be a little higher, you know, to come over on the front. So I'm gonna be marking. The reason why I'm marking it because I don't want to cut it, so I'm leaving off 1 inch on the top to come over. So I'm gonna be folding this in, and I'm gonna cut this a little higher than the front. The front low, and the back is gonna cut a little higher. Can you all see what I'm doing? I wish I could teach, but please forgive me if I'm not explaining it right. And how you all doing? Can you see all my curve? So it's about 1.5 inches higher than the front. So I'm gonna be lifting this up to cut. Alrighty, so there it is. Thank you all for watching. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It would be much appreciated, and I just want to let you know that where 2 or 3 is gathered, Jesus is there also. So that simply means you're in the presence. We are in the presence of the Lord, and I thank you so much, y'all, for coming on day by day, evening by evening. I was on earlier today, and I did 2 bracelets, and I make a little, let me show you what I make today, my lovely people. I did this, just a little vase thing. It's a little glass, and I wrap, you know, this, I plaited this, and then I wrap it around. So I'm encouraging you all to go on my page to just see what I did, and I made these today. Let me show you. It's a little DIY. I made these 2 today. Thank you all for coming on. And I also did, let me show you what I also did. Thank you all for sticking around. Okay, so I made this. It's just a little ring, you know, matching thingy. Good, and this. So this matches this one. Okay. I'm just trying my hand, you know, to do some stuff. I think this fits the little thing. I'm not really making it for myself. I just make, you know, this matches this one. I'm trying to turn this. Okay, this have the pattern on it. Hope you can see it. So they are very nice, very lovely, very lovely charms. Have pattern on it, if you can see. Okay, so that's it. So let me continue to cut the dress now. I know you want to see how I cut the dress. Sorry for interrupting. But you know, I gotta show you what I do, right, people? So this is the back of the dress. I wish I had a concealed zipper. That would look so good, but nonetheless, I can use what I have. So I'm gonna notch here. That's for the zipper. When you're cutting, you can cut the shoulders a little slant to accommodate your shoulder. And I'm gonna notch there. Alright, so people, alright, remember, this is the front of the dress. This is the back of the dress, and I cut this to accommodate the zipper. So because it's a little child, maybe a little 2 or so year old, I made this waist is gonna be a 22 inches waist. So what I did was to put the darts 5 inches. So 2 inches from the navel on one side and 2 inches on the other side, so 5. For a bigger person, it can go up to 6 and 8 inches, depending, on how the person's waist is. So I'll be marking this. I will be marking this to get the correct measurement to where I put the one to the front. These are the markings for the dart. So this is where I'm gonna stop the dart, and I'm gonna make a notch to where I want to start it. This is gonna be a lovely little dress. Let me show you my pattern. I drew it before I started, so I need it to look like this. I'm gonna be making a bow from the same material and put the bow on the side, so it's gonna be a little flare off with some pleats in it in the bottom. Yeah, that's a simple little dress. Okay, thank you all for coming on. Please like, share, and subscribe as you join. If you're not as yet a subscriber, please subscribe and please like. And I don't know if many of you were on yesterday or I think the day before when I make a little suit. I'm just gonna show. I don't know how much of you were on, or maybe you went on my page and you saw it, but I'm gonna show it again. This is what I made day before yesterday, I think. It's a little short set. And this is the top. That's the top. Alright, so I'm just making these little clothes. And then I made this little doll to go with the dress, with the suit. Alright, so let me get back on track. I hope I'm not Alright, I'm gonna cut facing for this. I'm gonna be cutting facing, but I'm gonna be cutting the skirt first. Remember, it's now it's a little child, so I don't need a lot. And this is just 1 yard of fabric. 1 yard. And let me see how wide it is. Let me see, where's my tape measure? 1 yard of fabric, and this is 45 inches wide. Alright, let me cut this piece off. Thank you all for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe, my lovely people. May God bless you all in your going out and your coming in, and may your store basket never, never, ever empty. And for all those who are praying for good health, you are being healed in Jesus' name. Just believe and remember, it can happen. Have faith like the lady that had the issue of blood. Remember the lady in the Bible that had the issue of blood for 12 years, and she just touched the hem of his garment and she was made whole. So my people, anything you ask for and believe, you shall receive. Okay? So I'm folding this into 4, and I'm gonna leave off the same amount, about maybe about an inch and a half for the zipper. And I'm gonna be cutting this skirt length at 12 inch. It's gonna finish at 12, so I'm gonna be cutting it at it's about 13 and a half for turn up and stitching. Yeah, so I'm gonna be cutting this at 13 and a half. So here is my room. Okay, my lovely people, thank you all for being here. Thank you. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe, my people. I'm gonna put another inch on it. I have a reason why, but I'm gonna finish it at, I'm gonna turn it up deep just in case, because you know children grow fast. Children grow very fast. So I'm putting another inch on it. Why I'm turning this is to accommodate the zipper. And this is for the side. So I'm gonna be pleating. I'm gonna pleat this and show you how I'm gonna be pleating it. So let me pin this. I think I'm gonna need some more pins here. Where did I put my pins? Let's turn this over now. Who's that saying hi to me? Hi, Thomas. Please. Hold on. Let me see who's saying hi to me. Hi, Theresa. How you doing? How you doing, Theresa? Alright, so remember now, this is the back. I need remember I'm gonna the waist is gonna finish at 22. So this would be the center. Let me sit down. Let me sit down to show you all how I'm gonna pleat this. Alright, this is the center. So I'm gonna be putting, and I'm gonna measure while I pleat. I want to do. Let me see this. I want it to have a pleat. So maybe I'm gonna put the pleat in the center. Let me put the pleat in the center. So give it the box pleat. So I'm gonna measure while I go. So if the waist is gonna be 22 inches waist, that simply means I'm to have the quarter at 5.5, right people? Help me out here. Hi. Oh my, if I can't call your name right. Mariam. Hi Mariam. Hi, how you doing? Alright, so I have to have this at 5.5. So each quarter is gonna be 5.5. This is 4.5. So let me take back some out. I fold this really deep. See, this folding very deep. Let us see. This is 5.25. So I'm still gonna be taking some out. And this is 1 yard of fabric I'm working with, guys. 1 yard. 5.5. 5.5, right? Okay. So now I'll know that I'm gonna be folding in 1.25 inches. Hi everyone who's joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. People send up some likes for me, no man. Send up some likes for me, no people. Give me some likes, man. 1.25 inch. People, I don't really want to use the word beg, but people, can you all give me some likes? So 1.25, yeah. So let us measure and see. Alright, so this is supposed to be 11 inches. If it's not 11, I can always pull it back out a little bit. But 5.5 and 5.5, that's 11. Alright, so that's the front pleat so far. So I'm gonna be doing the back. And I'm gonna be doing the back. See. I just want this to have a little kick, you know, to the side, and that's the reason why I'm putting the pleats in the side. So I'll be folding in this pleat at 1.25, and I won't be pressing right now. 5.5, and I'm gonna be putting the pleat right there. So this pleat is gonna be 1.25 inch. Give me some likes, you on people. 1.25 inch. I could have made the pleats a little smaller, but I think these are okay. So 5.5. Yeah. Remember, this is the back where I'm gonna be putting the zipper. I might make a press, but I'm gonna wait until I'm finished a press. Alright, so what I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna cut the facing for the top. And maybe by a red ribbon. Please give me some likes, you all. I don't know if it's double tap or what, but give me some likes. I am gonna try and see if I can get a band from it, but if I can't get the band, I'll just make the bow. If I can't get the band. I wanna put this like this, so I get a full facing. I want a full facing. These pins are so dull. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting the facing now. If I had seen this, I would have made the change it in. So when you put in the facing, you give it a curve to the top, and then go back down. So this is how the facing cut. Give it a curve and come back down. So for the back, the facing is cut slightly different for the back. I want a piece of this. Let me see if I can get the back from this paper without wasting nothing. I'm not wasting anything. So with the cutting the back, I don't have to cut the zipper area with it, cutting the back. I'm just checking to make certain. People, give me some likes, y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe, my people. So for the back, I'm gonna come up with it. This is gonna go up. I only get one part, so I'm gonna have to cut. It wasn't maxing up at all. I'm gonna have to cut over one piece of this. I didn't get the full length. Didn't get the full length on the other part, so let me just cut. And this is how you cut the back. I'll be pressing on some pellon on this just to make it firm. So give me a minute, let me get the iron, and I'm gonna be pressing on some pellon to give it some. And this, I think I'm gonna, this can make the bow. So the big piece, either a bow or a band, whatever. I might make the bow, make a big bow to put to the side. One minute, y'all. I'm looking for my pellon. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I'm looking for something. Boy, this pelon is such a movable thing. Yeah, pelon was hiding from the people. But stick around and watch how I sew. You see how I cut, so watch how I sew. Alright, this is the pelon that keep the facing. This has on some sticky stuff. So I'm gonna be cutting out the pelon. I'll cut this one first. For those of you who are on here and can sew, you know what a pelon is. This give it a finished look. The pelon give the garment a finished look. So I'll be sewing this one. I'm gonna try and get some more pelon. So this is the back. I think I'm gonna be, when I press, I'm gonna be serging this to give it a neat finish. And these pieces, I don't waste them, I use them on stuff, so I ain't gonna throw it away. Alrighty, I'm gonna be pressing. Put this on this one so that it looks. And this iron love to burn, you know, because if water is in it. Put some more. Put a little more water. Alright, let it warm a little. Okay, let me turn it back down because this iron it creeps up on me sometimes and burn the clothes. And I ain't playing with it because I don't want no burn right now. Alright, so we're gonna press. And this has a little shine thing on the back. Thank you all for coming on. Hope you all had a blessed day. Hope you all had a blessed day today, my people, my people, my people. Thank you for being with me. My MD crew, do you all go on my page? Do you all visit my page sometimes? Answer if you visit. Alright, I'm gonna open this to press. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a fortress of glory divine. Perfect submission, exact of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song. I have to press it on very well because it's Sabbath time that it lifts. Praising my Savior all the day long. So I'm gonna be putting around this. Let me now give this a little run through. Not really pressing this, but just to take out the crease. Run the steam. Alright, I'm gonna be pressing. One minute, my lovely people. I'm gonna be serging this off. Okay, so I'm gonna be serging this off. I don't know if you all can see the serger. Or let me bring up this back this way so you all can see the serger. And tilt this a little. Maybe I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm gonna be cutting this off. I want the serging everything. I'll just be serging the outer part. Alrighty, I'm gonna be pulling up so which thread am I pulling on? I'm gonna be pulling the white thread. People, I don't want this serger right now to have to get the correct thread because I can't be stringing any serger right now at all. Any of you on here know that when your serger needle are so break, you don't want to mess on it because this take a while to string. This is the reason. Alright, so alright, that was it. That was it. Oh my god. People sometimes when you see that I don't use this, it's because it's not easy to string and sometimes it takes up a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So I don't bother to use it. I'm gonna be serging the edges of this. Why this have to come stuck now? thread burst. This is why I don't bother with the serger, because the thread, eye candy. This is why I just use the machine to the zigzag. One of the thread bursts. Let me try string it back. Hope I can see it right now. This take up a lot of time, man. That's I'm not gonna use it. One minute, my lovely people. One minute. That's the reason why I don't want to use it. Okay. You love the fabric, thank you. This is one of the reasons why I don't bother to use the serger, because I hate stringing. I hate stringing, man. I hate stringing it. But thank you, my lovely people, for being patient with me. If it break again, I'm just gonna be using the other machine and just do my zigzag. I can't bother to be stopping. All right, so let's go. And I'm gonna be serging off the back, also. let's start sewing now. Okay, so I this plug out. Oh, no. Okay, that's it. Let me set this up to where it was. Alright, so I'm gonna be changing this thread because it's red. I'll be using red. Yep. People, if I don't get to finish this, remember you can always go on my Sewing with MD page to see finished look. Because sometimes the time goes so fast, so quickly by. Okay, that's it. Alright, so let me start sew now. Alright. Remember I marked this for the darts. I made 2 notches for the darts. And for a little child, darts not to be too wide apart. It can be at least 6 inches, 5.5 inches to 6 apart. I'm gonna start the dart right there. So this is gonna finish at 5. start right here, 4 inches up. I put it at 4 inches. This is the facing that I'm putting on now. I'm gonna be doing a top stitch to keep it down. I'm gonna be cutting some off the facing. Not much, maybe about a 1/8 of an inch. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. So I'll be turning this over and stitch the facing. The facing must always be smaller than the front. Just gonna make a notch here, a notch, so it's lying flat when I'm doing the top stitch. So I'm gonna do a top stitch on this. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so before. Thank you. This table's so tired. I'm gonna go as far as I can. Alright, that's as far as I can go, so. See, like flat. So I'll be doing the other side now. And everybody's so different. So don't quote me on my sewing. And I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna make some little notches so I can lay it flat, because this is a deep curve. If you don't put the notches, it's not gonna lie flat. So I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm gonna be running a top stitch on this. So watch me sew, my lovely people. Watch me sew, and don't forget to press that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, can you go ahead and subscribe to me? And go on my Sewing with MD page. There's a lot of things that I do, a lot. And I also cook. So watch my page, you lovely people. This material feels soft. It looks stiff, but it's soft. And as I say, I go as far as I can go. Okay, so there you have it, and there you have it. Line very flat, see? So this is the front of the dress. So I'm gonna do the back. I'm gonna put on the facing, and I'm gonna show you how I close the facing. I'll be showing you all how I close it. Alright, so this is the back. And also stick around and I show you how I put in the zipper. I wanted a conceal, but I don't have a concealed zipper at this time. See, I'm not gonna be starting from here. I'm gonna be starting about an inch away to accommodate me putting in the zipper. The zipper is gonna be the last thing, because I'm gonna have to join the top to the skirt for me to put the zipper in. Thank you all for watching and coming on. Thank you, my lovely people. And remember, I am on 5 days a week, Monday to Friday between 6:30 and 7. I come on, and I might stay like an hour and a half or two, and it depending on how I feel, you know. So I appreciate you all. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. Right there. So let me show you what I'm gonna be doing now. I'm gonna be giving here a notch also because it's have a curve. So when I turn it, it lie flat. And I'm gonna be flat stitching this also. The reason why I leave this space out is to accommodate the zipper, so I can't close it as yet until I'm finished. But I'm gonna go ahead and join the front to the back of the dress, okay? And people, I'm a dressmaker by trade, by career, by everything. But if anybody want me to sew their clothes, they can always contact me. Go in my inbox and contact me, and I'll let you know where I am. Right, I'm gonna stop right there. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing the same thing for here. I'm gonna just cut a little piece off here. Alright, so this is the front, right? This is the front, so let me show you how I connect this now. And this is one half. This is one half of the back. So we are gonna put the right side to the right side and make certain that you put the right side to it. So the front is facing this. So I'm gonna take it right up to where I join, and I'm gonna carry this over like this. I'm gonna carry it over. Then I'm gonna be stitching. Let me pin. Alright. I'm gonna be pinning it just to hold it together. Alright. I'm making sure that this doesn't catch down here. So I'm stitching it as close as possible. As close as possible. Stop right there. Then I turn. I hope you all saw what I did. Let me move this pin. I'm gonna put here. And this is how I close it. Oh, I didn't stitch on that section as yet. So I'll soon close the sides. But I'm gonna stitch here. I should stitch here before I close. Maybe I was too anxious to show you all how I close it. But I'll be stitching the other side before I close. And I don't have to go right up. As soon as I finish, I'll be pressing. So I'm gonna show you how I close this now. Alright, I want this to close to the back, so I'll take it to the front. So I bring it over to the front so it can come back over to the back. So I'm gonna be serging this, but I'm just closing this section to just let you all see how I close the side. And remember, this is for a little baby, like with a 2-year-old or stuff, 1-year-old. And I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave inside so it can be let out if it's too close. And I'm just randomly making this. Alright, so that's the front. That's the front. So let me do the other side. And we're gonna do the other side the same way. Alright, this is the arm. So bring it right up there, and you're gonna put this over. So this is the facing for the back, so it's gonna come right over to the front here, and this is what I'm gonna be stitching off. I'm gonna stitch off that, and we're not gonna let this, get in the way, so it's gonna be off here, off limit, and then we stitch to there. Alright, get it, my people? If you get it, give me a like. Alright, so we're gonna stitch here. I wish I could teach sewing, but I'm a more hands-on person. I'll show you better than all I can tell you. Alright, so you come down here. Be cutting layers. The reason why I cut this for it to turn properly. So when I turn it over, turn properly. So there you have it. So I'm gonna be stitching there. So this is the back. Right, so I'm gonna make some notches here. And this notch is for it to lie flat. Okay, I'm gonna close this side now. Remember, we're gonna bring this over. We are gonna bring this over to the front, and then when it's stitched, it's gonna go to the back. So let me measure something. Remember, I said I want the waist to be 22. So 211, 22. So I can't take in too much down here. But I have the darts. If it's too small, I can always let the darts out. But that's alright, it's okay. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna be putting in the darts. The darts aren't in as it. So this is gonna be the area for the zipper. So far this is the top of the dress. I'm gonna be shaping this off. I'm gonna shape it off about an inch and slant it. I'm gonna slant the back. So this is gonna be slant. But I'm gonna cut after I put down the darts in. But you know, generally, you know, you have a sink in the back, so the back have to be a little shorter than the front. And I'm gonna be putting in the dart. So here what I'm gonna be doing, because now I'm gonna have to be measuring up to make certain. This is, wow, I pressed this and this thing crush, so that simply means this material is gonna be easily crushed. Alright, 5.5. I just want to make certain that it's measuring up to there. Yeah, this is measuring up. So this is okay. I don't know if when I cut the back of the blouse it might be a little big, so if anything I can always take it in. I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if I want this pleat. What do you think? What you think? Should I go along with this pleat? With this box pleat? I'm wondering if I should go along with this box pleat. Or do gather. What do you think, Candy? Should I go ahead with the pleats or do gather at the waist? Because I'm looking at it and I am saying that I'm thinking something. I wanted this pleat. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I was thinking that I wanted the darts to be center with the pleats. So I'm wondering if I should do elastic waist. The measurement is okay. The measurement is okay, but the pleat not maxing up. So I'm thinking I might pleat it over to get this pleat going in line with this. So instead of the pleat going this way, it go that way. What do you think, people? What do you think? I wanted the pleat at the side also, but it no. Let me think about it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, people. Let me think about it. The only thing I can do is put more pleats. Alright, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Remember, I'm very spontaneous, so I am just doing this as I go along. Alright, here what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the pleats a little bit smaller. I'm gonna make the pleat a little bit smaller. Give it about 1 inch pleat. because I want the pleats to in line with the darts. That's what I want. So that means the pleat is gonna be much smaller. Yeah, I want the pleats to inline. I don't like how oh, so this can take out somewhere. I'm gonna take that out somewhere. People, I'm working with 1 yard of fabric. 1 yard. So see with me. I remember when I was back home, people used to bring some dangerous pieces of fabric for me to do clothes. And I work miracle and make the clothes. Yeah. I used to get some little bit of fabric to make clothes, people. I'm gonna make the clothes them. So people used to love come to me. Alright, so yeah, I want the darts to be in line with that. So now we have more pleats. Alright, so this line. So let me so we need 5.5 inches here. Right, 5.5. So I get the 5.5. You call this skilled? I'm skilled, my people. I'm very skilled. You know when you're doing something and you look and you see and you say, no, I don't want it that way. So that. You have to line up. Okay, so this is all lined. I never realized there's so much pleat. Jesus, people. Oh my God, thank you for being patient with me. I never realized there's so much pleat I have to do. People, I'm not going to be pleating it right down. It's just to pleat the top. Just to get the effect of the pleats at the top. So I won't be pleating it right down. Let me take some off for this. Alright. I'm gonna be holding this. Give it a stitch to hold the pleat. So you see this complete the pleat over. I'm gonna stop there. So let me put the dart in the other one. People, if you can't stick around, you can always visit my page to see the finished look. Because I know I'm being very spontaneous here. I'm going to be putting this back. Everything I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to be paring off this excess. I know my die-hearted people. Thank you for staying. it's just gonna get a little pinch. Let me take off accent on this. Go. I have to pleat this completely over, people. But I'm getting there. Thank you for sticking around. Hi, Alberta. I'm so focused on getting these pleats. Hi, how you doing? I pleated it before, but the thing is I didn't like how the pleat came out. But nonetheless, alright, so alright, I'm not gonna go back on the Serger. I'm just gonna use this to give it as a zigzag stitch at the end. Before we had Serger, we used to use the zigzag stitch, right, my lovely people? So I'm using the zigzag stitch, and it come out very neat, just as the Serger. See? Yeah. I love the people sticking around with me. Okay, so that is that. So let me take this off. Then I'm gonna run a stay stitch on this. I didn't want to gather. I didn't want to gather it. That's why I, kind of put the pleats. I don't even know where to put the pin holder. I ain't gonna go all the way out to there because I have to put down this didn't catch on properly, so let me catch it properly. As I said, the pleats is just for decoration. I'm not gonna be carrying it right down. It's just gonna be at the top. So it's not gonna pleat right down to the bottom. So I'm gonna be putting this zipper about 5 inches, yeah, about 5 inches down, because it's a little baby dress, so I don't wanna put the zipper too far. I'm coming up to the finishing now, my people. So let us I'm coming up to the finishing. Alright, so we're gonna be putting all of these together now, and if I go through and it's not maxing up, I'm gonna have to pleat it back over. So let me see if it's maxing up. Yeah, that one there. Alright, yeah, this okay. I'm gonna pin it on the other side. I prefer sew on this side. So that pleat is matching up, yeah. Let me see, yeah, this pleat is matching, right? I gotta get everything in line. Thank you, my lovely people, for sticking around even when it seems like I'm not gonna finish. Thank you for sticking around. Alright, let me see if this one is matching up. I don't like so much thread on the clothes, you know. Let me see if this one is maxing up. Yeah, this one is up. I think I saw one around here that didn't really match up. This is matching up also. And this is okay right there. Right. So that is matching up, but I saw one around here that didn't match up. Something around here. This not matching up. That match, this is okay. So I'm gonna have to let out something for it to match up. So much thread come from. Alright, this is matching. but I'm gonna let out a little bit of this, even though it's matching, but more in this side and that side. Thank you for being patient with me, my lovely people. We want to make certain that this all the pleats match. I don't want to cut it. Thank you for sticking around, my lovely people. Please give me some likes. Alright, so this need to come back up now. So this is matching now. One more, then I stitch. So I'm gonna put this up a little more. So this is gonna go up. Oh, come on. So let me see now, people. So I just finally got it, so let me close this. Okay. People, I can see that you love sewing, because if you never love sewing, you wouldn't be here so long. Oh Lord. You all love the sewing, right? So I'm closing now. these pins out, and then I can turn it over. Soon show me, people. Soon show me. Let me just take out the pins. And then I'm gonna be putting in the zipper. So look, this dress change up everything. See? I'm gonna be putting in the zipper. So I'm not gonna be pressing the pleats all the way down. The pleats are just gonna press and stop halfway there. So I'm gonna be putting in the zipper now. But before I put the zipper in, I'm gonna be running a zigzag on it, which I could use for Serging. Let me see. For the Serger, I did much better. I'm gonna use the Serger. And if the Serger can't roll with this, let me use the Serger. I'm gonna be used. My lovely people, thank you. Thank you all for sticking around. But I'm gonna see the likes them and go. People will give me some likes, them, man. Jeez. Press the like button, man. Jeez, man. You all know I deal with my son. I don't worth it. I'm not worthy of it. And I'm so... Stop by 9, so let me see. Okay, so that's it. Let me put this back, and I'm gonna put in the zipper, and then I'll be closing off. Okay. come to the front of the line. Alright, so people, I'm gonna be using this. I didn't get the zipper, but this can go in, and when I put this in, you're not gonna see the zip. I'm gonna make certain that you don't see the zipper. Remember, we didn't close here because I wanted to put the zipper in. I'm gonna put this in so neatly you're not gonna see it. And it matches the dots on it. The polka dots in it, it matches it anyway. So look how I'm gonna be putting in this zipper. I'm gonna be pinching off a little piece here. Notice I'm pinching it off. So when I'm sewing the other side, it's gonna be wrapping over. I'm putting it on the right side. I'm gonna carry this over close enough so you won't see the zipper. Alright, so let us sew. Let us sew, my lovely people. So I'm gonna be make sure that this line up. Make sure that this is in line. you all for watching me sew this thing. I'm gonna put this right over. All right. At one point I used to sew some doll clothes, very tiny clothes, very tiny. I don't know if I have any picture of those. Long time ago now, I used to sew them. That take a lot out of me to sew those tiny doll clothes. Okay, I'm gonna be pressing this. So when it's pressed, see, you're not gonna see the zipper. When it press, it's gonna lie flat. Alright, so let me close here. For the bottom, I'm gonna flat stitch the bottom. That's the hemming, the hemming. let me close this now. Hope you all can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be folding this in like this. Folding this in and I'm gonna turn it down. There's other ways to do it, but this is the way I do it. See? I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna be closing it soon. I turn it this way because of this. I don't want the needle to break, so I turn it this side so I can see what I'm doing. Then before I close now, I'm gonna be zipping this up to make certain that it's on the same level here. Alright, it's on the same level, so I can close it now. Thank you all for watching how I put the zipper in. I'm gonna do a top stitch. Fold this in the same way like that one. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna sew it close as possible but not to touch the zipper. So I have this piece. Remember I said I want to put a bow. I'm just folding it just to show you all something. I'm gonna fold it this side. I'm just folding, not sewing this tonight. Let me get something to put on it. Alright, so I'm gonna put this around it. This is just for show. I'm not sewing it tonight. Alright, my people, I'm just showing you what I've envisioned. So this is it. This is it. This is the front. So I'm saying I want to put a bow right there. Remember this, I haven't sewn this as yet, I'm just showing you. So I'd want to put a bow right there. Or I can make a band and tie it in a bow. So, but if I'm gonna put a band here, what I would do, I'll get the satin, the ribbon, the bright, satin red ribbon, and make a big bow, from the back, and come around and make a bow and let it, drop down. Or I can use the same fabric and do that. Okay, so people, I'm just showing you all. So give me a minute and and this now I'm gonna be stitching this up about this. I'm gonna turn in this. I made this tall enough, that's because children go very fast. So I'm gonna be turning this up about 3 inches up. So there you have it, my lovely people, the dress. I hope you like it. And I thank you all so much to stick around with me. Thank you very much, my people. I have a lot of people online, but I don't have a lot of likes. I'm gonna cut this zipper. So when I cut this, I'm gonna be running a thread across this to keep it. I'm gonna press it out a little so y'all can see the beauty of it. So people, if you have something like a dress or a pants and you didn't get the correct zipper, I can put it in and you don't see the zip. Alright, so this is how much I'm gonna turn up so the child can grow into it. So there you have it, my lovely people. There you have the dress. There you have it, my makeshift bow. Sorry I couldn't finish it tonight for you all to see, but I'm gonna finish it and I'm gonna put it on my page so you all can go and see the finished look. Are you liking it now, my people? it's not pressed, so maybe you're not gonna be seeing the beauty of it. But when I press it, because I'm finished for tonight, so when I press it and everything, you all can see. All right. So thank you all for sticking around. Thank you all for liking. Even if you didn't like, thank you for staying. Because you all stick it out to the end, right? So I'll show it tomorrow when I complete. I'm gonna be pressing, let the pleats press, to where it press and press out the top. But when things don't press, you're not gonna see the beauty. But I'm gonna sign off now. I love the people, so thank you all. And please remember to pray before you all go to your bed. Remember to pray. And when you wake in the mornings, give thanks to. And I don't know if you I know most of you might be here yesterday. I made this one. This is the shorts. Excuse me. With the top to go with it. So that's a set right there. So thank you all for coming on and watching me sewing with MDs. So have a good night now, you all. Until we meet again tomorrow when I finish this up, the red one, I'll show you the finished look. Good night, y'all, and thanks for joining me.